Today I want to talk about simple dieting strategies that you can do, and there's going to be no calorie counted needing. Who am I? I'm Brian Stecker. I'm the owner of Boomer Fitness, been a personal trainer for the past 20 years, and I've also owned Boomer Fitness here in Vancouver, Washington for the past 11. What do? I help people over the ages of 50 and 60 have more energy. They improve their health and overall body confidence by losing 15 to 25 pounds in 12 weeks or less. Are you being told that the only way to lose weight is to obsessively count every single calorie that you're taking in on a daily basis? Well, I've got some great news for you. Today, I want to show you a very simple approach that's going to help you start rapidly losing body fat and make dieting a whole lot easier. There's a few things that I've seen in my years of being a personal trainer, and ones that I've experienced myself is I've ordered different nutrition programs, or back when there was bookstores, I would go buy a recipe book and I would put together this whole plan how I was going to eat better and I was going to achieve my fitness goals. And what I ended up finding is that it was kind of fun in the beginning because it's exciting and it gives you some variety. You're learning about all these new recipes that you're going to do. The meals taste good, but then what you end up finding, you're just not able to sustain it over a long period of time. What you really want to focus on is getting rid of the complexity of everything, and you want to keep it simple. By keeping it simple and being able to be consistent over a long period of time, that is what's going to make sure that you hit your fitness goals. It's not getting the new cookbook and putting together these recipes for 1 week. It's what you're able to sustain over a 12-week period, and that's when you're really going to start seeing the body composition changes that you want to make. And now you're saying, well, Brian, how do I do this? Well, I'm going to give you some simple strategies how you can apply this to your life right now to make it super simple for yourself so you can do it every single day. A strategy that works really well for myself and the thousands of clients that I've worked with over the past 20 years is finding some recipes that you really enjoy and then eating the same thing every single day. Now, you might be saying, boring, I don't want to do that. What you're going to end up finding is that what studies have found is that the average person eats the same 6 to 8 foods every single day anyway. So what you're going to do is you're going to find some foods that you like. You're going to prep out all your meals, and you're going to make the same meal for every single day. And what that's going to do, it's going to build the consistency of you're getting your protein in, you're getting your carbs in, you're getting your fats in, you have energy, you're recovering from your workouts. But more importantly, by having those meals prepped and eating the same thing every single day, what it's going to also prevent against is what I see with clients is they start with the best of intentions on Sunday, and by Wednesday, their whole world's falling apart. There's a business meeting that runs late. They get called to work to do XYZ, or something happens to the kids, and by Tuesday, their whole meal plan is thrown off. But by having these meals prepped and eating the same thing every single day, it takes all the complexity and the thinking out of it. It's totally systematized. The second thing to make it really simple for yourself when it comes to not counting calories is focus on eating nutrient-dense whole foods. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is eating things like, for protein, your chicken, your lean ground turkey, your lean ground beef, your bison, your salmon, your cod, your shrimp. Just eating whole foods. Whole foods are going to keep you full. So there's some good protein sources for you. Carbs, you can eat things like potatoes, rice, sweet potatoes, fruits like pineapple, watermelon, blueberries, and then getting your vegetables in. Those whole foods there, those are going to give you energy and they're going to keep you full. And then good fats, olive oil, your almond butters, avocados, that's going to give you healthy hormones, and they're also going to help you feel full. So be eating those whole foods, those nutrient-dense foods, they're going to keep you full throughout the day. What happens with most people is they don't eat whole food meals. They eat these snack meals, they eat these packaged meals. The problem with those meals is they're full of sugar, and what happens is they don't have a lot of nutrients in them. So when you eat it, your body absorbs it very quickly, and then what you end up wanting to do is you're craving more of those and you want to eat them. You want to eat more food right away. And the last one is just to be more mindful. So when you look at, if you walk around on a day-to-day basis around lunchtime, what you'll notice is people are just glued to a screen. They're glued to their phone, they're looking at it, they're watching YouTube now. If you're watching YouTube to make your health better, like this channel, just be more mindful of what you're eating. What most people do is that task that's taking them off their food, and next thing they look down, their food's all gone, but they ate it so fast that they're not paying attention to those signals that are inside their body signaling that they're full. What you'll realize is once you start paying attention to how you're feeling when you eat, what is going to happen is you're going to realize that if you wait a couple minutes, you're going to be full. But the other thing is, just the other way of being mindful is just eat till you're like 70 to 80% full. You're not trying to eat till you get stuffed. Put those 3 practices to work, and you're going to start seeing some really great transformation for yourself and keeping it simple. On to the next tip. The truth of the matter, my clients who made the biggest changes didn't obsess over every single calorie and be on their phone all day tracking their food. My most successful clients focused on making small habit changes over a period of 8 to 12 weeks, and by stacking those habits, they end up achieving results. Client number 1, Matt, what he ended up doing is he ended up losing over 70 pounds. Now, how did he lose the 70 pounds? Is he made it very simple for himself. So he fasted till about noon, and he knew he needed to get his protein in so that way he could maintain his muscle. And he started to eat 2 to 3 protein shakes during that period of time after his fast that helped him stay full. And then he focused on a high quality protein source with a vegetable for his next meal. And then at nighttime, he's a fisherman, and what he likes to do is he'll have some salmon or he'll have some tuna, and he'll put a vegetable with it, and what that'll end up doing is helping him stay full. So there's one strategy that worked. Another client of mine, Cindy, she lost over 30 pounds. What did Cindy do? Cindy, what she did, her and her husband, they would make things like ground beef for the week. They make ground turkey for the week, pre-portion it out, and they always had their lunches. For breakfast, already pre-planned out, and then for dinner, they would conversate and they would talk about what they would have for dinner. So they kept it really simple by pre-planning their meals ahead of time, so that way they didn't have to think about it, and it was already prepared. So all they had to do was warm it up, and it saved them time so they could just focus on enjoying their meals together. Now, I made this post on Facebook a while back, and I know there might be some of the naysayers out there. Well, Brian, isn't calorie counting really important? Isn't it crucial for me to calorie count so that way I can hit my goals? I will say yes to that. It is important. But you got to remember, there's not a one size fits all approach. Okay, you got to find what works for you. The methods that I'm talking about here are making it simple for somebody who is starting off or wanting to get some momentum again in their nutrition. What I end up seeing for a lot of my clients who are first starting out, if I were to sit down with them and say, let's calculate how many macros you need, how many calories that they need, their head starts spinning and they don't do anything. So what works really well for the clients that we work with in the gym here is we just start off with giving them a list of all the proteins, carbs, fats. They pick and choose which protein, carbs, and fats work well for them. We figure out about an estimate of how many calories a day they need for them, and then we give them portion sizes, and then we give them a grocery shopping list, a recipe guide. We help them pick out those meals for the week, and they just eat those meals for the week. And what ends up happening, just by building those habits in the beginning for the first 6 to 8 weeks, they start to understand what foods they begin to enjoy. They understand what foods give them the most energy. They understand which foods fill them up. And then they start finding recipes that they can eat for a long period of time. Because remember, this is about being sustainable. This is about losing 10 to 15 pounds, gaining it back, then losing the 10 to 15 pounds again. What we want to do is just make it really easy and sustainable. After about 8 weeks to 12 weeks when you're starting out, then we start getting into calories, start getting the macros, because you have a really great foundation. And then from there, we go to simple tasks again. Once we dial your macros and your calories, we start again, pre-planning your meals and putting them all together for you. So yes, there is a point when you have to do that, but in the beginning, 8 to 12 weeks, and sometimes upwards of 30 weeks, we haven't done much other than following portions and our clients are still seeing results. So you know me, I like to give out challenges. So I have a challenge for this week. Go up above, find out which one of these strategies is that you're going to implement this week and you're going to commit to and follow through with it this week, and then create some momentum around that, and that's going to start giving you some really great results. Let me know down in the comment section which one that you found most helpful for yourself, and then the other one, make sure you hit that like button because that's going to count 0 calories for you anyway. So it was great making this video for you, great seeing you again, and I'll see you soon. Have a great day.